Dreams are your inner desire, the fuel, your goals. They are the roadmap of this journey. Also, we'll be talking today about the wow factor. So, miracles don't just happen to you, they happen through you, for you, and because of you. You are the miracle. You are the magic you've been searching for. Abundance is your birthright. Abundance is your duty. Your divine design duty is to thrive and receive all the blessings. In the core of your being, all potentiality is contained. The whole success DNA is already within you. Your life's experience is the fertile ground that enables your true potential to manifest, emerging as your human divine design purpose. Reality is the images of your mind expressed. There is no thing outside of you. Welcome to your day 6 of the Abundance Thriving Manifestation, your ATM program. So dreams are your inner desires. They are the fuel that propels you. They are your goals, the roadmap for this lifetime. Action is the mother of all creation. Thought is the father, the origins. Without action, nothing gets done. We spoke about clearing the papers in your inbox. We clear out the self-help books. So make sure you clear out all the self-help books. They're just helping the shelves to stand or not. We mostly have them just to impress people, or we hardly read them. Let them go. They don't really mean anything about you, about who you are. So, I personally am yet to master, learning by osmosis. So all the books that I know I'm never going to read, I just gave it away or discarded or walked away from a huge library. So where the book is knowledge, just get somehow, what it is that you require from this particular book. Extract it, use it, and then move on, keeping it for reference. You might not be referring to that. It's a bit like notes that you take at lectures. We take down notes, we write them, which helps really the process of integrating it and assimilating it in the brain. But rarely do we ever look at the notes that we've written. Certainly I can't read my own old notes because my handwriting just deteriorated throughout the years with the use of computer. So really, dreams are your inner desires, your goals, your roadmap, and they are the fuel that propels your accomplishing that journey in this lifetime. It's very different to the dreams that we dream at nighttime. They are your personal interpretation, and they do have hidden meanings. So that's for another time. I work with people individually about that. It's a very powerful process. So, this is what gets us to live the best life, to be really totally inspired, are your dreams. You might not remember your dreams when you were younger. Some of you may still be pursuing the vocation that you dreamt of at age 5. But, you need to go back to your dreams. You need to reinvent new dreams, because we change, we evolve, we transform through life's experiences. Just live in total amazement. That would really fulfill your life's purpose and your soul purpose. So be in awe of everything that happens, cultivating the beginner's mind. It's a really good practice. Design and live your life by design. So really dream and allow yourself to design your life. Okay, you determine, you decide what goes. Okay, so not doing something or not deciding is a non-action, but it's still an action. it's an action that doesn't actually serve you. So if you're committing to not taking action or committing to not committing, then, guess what? You're not in a driving seat. Someone else you've just allowed to take control over your life. There's a saying about go with the flow. I would say be in the zone, in the flow, in the zone. Some people say that only dead fish go with the flow. Salmon do accomplish something quite remarkable and they go against the flow. So, choose whatever sentence suits you, but certainly do what's right for you. This is your life. Okay? Do what you love. Do what you love and with whom you love. So it's really, really important. We spoke last time about clearing your inbox as well. It really is important to clear your inbox, clear your loose papers. If there's thousands of emails or hundreds of emails that in your inbox that you think one day you might respond to when you're bored, I doubt it. But what you could do is just create a folder called 2019 and dump everything in there. That would take an action, and then eventually when you're bored, you can go and search in there and tidy. But that, just starting with a clear slate, would really just purge everything and you would feel lighter. Okay, tidy things daily. So clear your inbox, clear your outgoings, so that actually you've got clarity, you've got the space and capacity to think and dream about anything. Okay, it may be a mammoth task at present. Make a start, and you will determine when you would complete it by. Say, give yourself 3 days or a week maximum. Do whatever is required for you to handling this thing, and then don't move until you actually get the job done. So embrace whatever it is and welcome whatever menial task you are facing. If really befriend that, that would help you accomplish more, and that would also help you enjoy it. So doing the spreadsheet, I remember I found a book in Ramana Maharshi ashram years ago, written by the accountant of the ashram, and it was titled God is in a Spreadsheet. So it's a great reminder, even menial task as filling in spreadsheet, there can be enlightenment experience there if that's what you're seeking. Certainly there will be a much streamlining and higher productivity when you deal with these menial tasks. Okay, so in order to accomplish more, use the mantra I act now, or I am acting now, I take action now. This is really important mantra to cultivate. Use your own language. Okay. Now, Morpheus in the Matrix, he was saying about the red pill, and it said, "This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes." So it really is important to remember, you choose to take the red pill. Red is for the color of aliveness. So, enjoy being alive, enjoy really being fully engaged in life. Whatever your life is about, enjoy being in it fully. Now, a lot of people were telling me about their experience of the New Year and the Christmas and the Hanukkah. Now, dates for the Gregorian New Year, it's very arbitrary. There's a lot of expectation happen for having great New Year or not, or being with families and the whole stress of that. Dates are really arbitrary when you're looking at the Gregorian calendar. It really is an illusion. The Gregorian calendar is made up. It's an imposed structure to appease several Caesars in the past. It has no relationship to nature whatsoever. The Hindu calendars, the Jewish calendars, the Muslim calendars, and other calendars that are lunar, that are on the cycle of nature. Now they have meaning because they really celebrate the renewal of life. They really celebrate the elements. So, the fact that we are actually part of nature, an innate part of nature. So maybe you had a great 31st of December, maybe not. So what? You can choose to have your new year any day, every day. It really is as simple as that. You can choose that today is my new year. It certainly is, So every day you wake up is a cause for celebrating life, for being alive and all the amazing things that you will experience. You can celebrate the bird songs outside. You can celebrate sky gazing. You can invent new products or solutions that progress your business or propel humanity to a whole new level of awareness. Waking up and choosing to have the best day of your life, regardless to however you feel, because remember, the feeling is a result of whatever you chose. Okay, so we spoke about that before. Wake up and choosing that this will be the best day of your life, and it really is. This moment is the only moment that you ultimately have. Now is the only time, and it is outside of time. Time is an illusion. When we dwell in the past or fear the future, we miss the here and now. So what you determine the day to be, so it is. You may choose to be elated or, no matter what, and it will be. And really choosing powerfully, choosing and committing. This applies also to the relationship you're in. You can choose powerfully to be wholly in that relationship, however it is, because ultimately the relationship is a reflection of your inner divine masculine or feminine, whatever it is that you require. So even if you've been in a committed relationship for a long while, you can still choose to have many new honeymoons together. Every time you celebrate each other, that could be honeymoon 21. Every time you're going to a new trip, you can play at having honeymoon 22, like that, okay? Make an effort and celebrate the one that you're with, because when we take someone for granted or we reenact our issues with them, they're not our punch bag. They're not our, vomiting bag. They're our partner that we've chosen at some point. And anyway, we fell in love with someone. We see them for who we project them to be. We don't necessarily see them for who they are. So rediscover your love partner. Rediscover who they really are. Celebrate the one that you're with. Even asking them about what they think and really listen. Or as simple as bringing a glass of water, just honoring and really acknowledging. The love is really grows in the tiny gestures, the gestures that make huge differences, like stroking a hair or cutting a slice of bread. Whatever it is, you demonstrate that you care. Okay, and you need to, that is the communication. The communication is through the acts. Your acts, the act of generosity, the act of acceptance, they are phenomenal. Okay, and in this era, we tend to go for instant gratification, yet we teach our children about delayed gratification. There is little congruency, authenticity, if you like, between what we teach and what we do. So we often see the teachers or gurus, various disciplines, they preach, but they don't necessarily walk their talk. So you need to be very discerning. And sometimes it's a little bit like the jam jar. They might be the jam jar, and what they deliver is the jam. So, you can choose to enjoy whatever teaching you get from them, whether it's a business guru or a spiritual guru or relationship guru, whatever it is. for me, I know that I prefer to choose people who walk their talk, and I've been maybe idealizing people and then denigrating them as soon as they fell off the pedestal that I've put them there, or when I saw the humanity and how they really live their lives. So, just be very mindful. We need to really own up to our own incongruencies. So when we catch ourselves lie, for instance, we lie to ourselves as well, and yet we prefer to go with it. Eventually we believe these lies. So be you. Let go of attempting in emulating others, because it just doesn't work. Okay? It's their journeys, and ultimately you do not know really what's going on with them. Okay? Be mindful. Whether we do or whether we don't, the others, they can't have a grip on us unless we give that to them. Okay? This is what really, it is either you're unable to do that, or you are able to do that. So what I'm talking about is, for instance, in anger. If someone expresses their anger, and you get offended or you get frightened by the expression of anger, there must be a hook there for you. So you need to really look, either you don't allow yourself to express the anger, or maybe you've never managed to stand up towards someone expressing anger and say enough. So be very gentle with yourself, and see, whenever there's a hook on other people, or whenever you don't like something about others, where is it about myself that I need to own up or grow? So it's either something that I don't like about myself, or it's something that I have not been able to muster the courage and stand up for myself. So you need to look at that and just be the best version of yourself, And sometimes you need to act as if, fake it till you make it. Just like actors, they act as if, and then they begin to believe that, and other people as well. So you can try on different versions of yourself and see which is fun and honoring of you. Okay, I'm very careful when I use the word try. The words of Yoda highly etched in my psyche of you do or do not. There is no try, but really attempt to explore different aspects of being and persona. It's like the clothes we wear. Sometimes we wear this, sometimes we wear that. So really play with wearing different types of your personality. Okay, and invent some new ones. You are free to choose to be. You are free. Okay, and don't be stuck in a definition that you sentenced yourself to. Be your inner lover. Be your own champion, and say yes to your dream. Say yes to life, love, and all that is. List your fears. List your concerns, list your excuses, and then look and evaluate. So you make a list and you write down why you can't be, a goddess, why you can't be a successful business mentor, why you can't be whatever it is. List your fears, list your concerns, list your excuses. When you've got a list, then you could look at it and evaluate, what is it serving? You could do that exercise for about 5 minutes or longer if you really want to, knock it on the head, basically. Look at it and evaluate. What is it serving? What is it serving for me not to be able to get my dream? What do I get out of this particular behavior? Okay. Is it really true? Is it really true, the statement, the belief that I can't be like this, or I can't do that, or I don't understand this? Is it really true? Do I respect myself for giving these excuses? Or am I not bored with it yet? Really look at, when can I be bored with it? Because when you're bored with it, that is when the juice is. When you're bored with it, you will eventually be bored of being bored and take action to alter your reality. So you ask yourself and you write down, what am I doing about it and when? Okay, so not what I'm going to do about it. You term it what I am doing about it. What you want to do about it, you say, I am doing about it. And give it a deadline or a lifeline. The lifeline would be by 4 o'clock today or by 5 o'clock tomorrow, like that. Then after you do this process, you need to forgive yourself. Just state 3 times, I forgive myself, or I forgive, accept, and love myself. That's from the EFT, the Emotional Freedom Technique. Take action. Maybe stomp, dance, move your energy, whatever it is. Maybe do the haka if need be. It's a great way of actually shifting. Stomping is a great way of shifting the energy and releasing pent up anger, frustration, whatever it is. As you move your energy, your emotions transform. Okay, so from anger, it can transmute into joy. It is incredible. Once you dance, Rumi said, dance your sorrow, dance your joy. Dance or move or stomp, just move energy, and that will release the emotion. Okay, get yourself into the desired level of energy and say to yourself, yes, I am, yes, I can, or I am power and I empower. So I empower other people, but I'm also powerful. So these are good mantras to have. So I act, yes, I can, yes, I am, I empower, I empower. And look and see, what is my wow factor or the woohoo factor, okay? Write it down. What do I mean when I say wow factor or the woohoo factor? It may be that you have a unique synthesis of skills. What are they? You might be talented graphic designer, illustrator, but you don't use that for your vocation. You do boring retail job, but your passion lies in drawing sketches. Maybe you are a great person interacting with people. You are great with people. You manage people greatly, and yet you're doing a menial task in an office. So you really need to identify what is your unique synthesis of skills. You could be a lover of humanity. That you love people and that you know how to make people happy. You might be a stand-up comedian, secretly you desire to do that. You're great at telling jokes, and yet you don't never ever go to the open mic sessions. So that's an opportunity for you, a new action to take in your new life, your new year starting now. So you might be able to explain very complex mathematical formula, or you might be able to illustrate very simply quantum physics. So I don't know, this thing that you have, that je ne sais quoi, that that you're really good at, that's your gift to share with people. So how do we define our wow or woohoo factor or the X factor? It might take a few versions for you to write it. It has to be short and succinct. It's a condensation of your mission statement. So we've worked with that a few days ago, defining in the previous sessions. You can redefine that, of course, again and again. You rehone it, you polish it. Mine is very simple. I empower and liberate people to thrive. Boom, it's just there. I know it. It applies to my coaching work. It applies for my spiritual work. It really does empower people, to thrive. I've seen many of my students go and excel, really excel. So it's an honor. It has to be real for you as well. So it defines your mission for this time in your life. And later on you might revisit this process. It may be your aspiration to be, it's something that you aspire to be. So you might not be that yet, but it's something that you aspire to. You still talk about it as if though you are. You are, because all potentiality is latent within you. So you are that. Speak about it like that. Okay, that will provide you with the impetus to actually accomplish the impossible. And remember, impossible is actually I am possible. Okay, you might need to use defiance. Use whatever you need in your power to really make your dreams come true, no matter what other people say. Okay, those who can do, those who can't criticize. Arthur C. Clarke. So, of course, as you grow and evolve and you redevelop, you redefine yourself. Take action, participate in that, whatever it is. Okay? Stephen Pressfield, he said something really amazing. It's better to be in the arena, getting stomped by the bull, than to be up in the stands or out in the parking lot. So it's really, really true. Whatever you choose, take action. Act now and enjoy your results or not. And then you take a new action. Okay? Thrive. Live the life you love. Live it out loud. And let us know how you get on. Namaste.